Hi guys, welcome to Gentleman Mindset channel. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. In this video, we will talk about how to be fearless under pressure like Tommy Shelby. If you're not familiar, Tommy Shelby is the mastermind behind the Peaky Blinders gang and empire. I think this goes without saying, but do not be like Tommy Shelby in every single way. He's traumatized, violent, and is antisocial in many ways, but Tommy Shelby does have two major traits that could impact your life in a very meaningful way. He is able to remain calm under incredible pressure, which secondly allows him to outsmart just about anyone. So let's dig in what you can learn from him when it comes to staying cool in extreme situations, and how you can use your own wits in order to come out on top. First thing about Tommy is that he rarely reacts in situations of extreme pressure. Tommy's calm, non-reactive demeanor is extremely unsettling to his adversaries, but even more importantly, it's in this remaining calm that he's able to practice all these remaining strategies we are about to discuss. Tommy wasn't born cool as a cucumber. None of us are. He developed this trait through repeated exposure to life-threatening situations. First in the Great War, and then over and over again in the course of his rise as a gangster. The same principle applies in our lives. If we want to remain calm in certain situations, the most reliable way isn't simply focusing on keeping straight face or deadpan stare. In fact, the more you think about your facial expressions when nervous, the more likely you're to blush. So even though people notice the unflinching face, the best way to get there is what's called expressive therapy. Essentially, you put yourself in less challenging situations compared to the difficult scenario you're about to face. For example, if you are going for an interview, it is always best to do a mock interview with your friend, which can go a long way in calming your nerves before the big day. Tommy's experience shows us what happens when you expose yourself to overwhelming situations, rather than gradations of slightly more challenging ones. When overwhelmed, you can easily and can become traumatized. While may retain coolness in stressful moments, you will inevitably find destructive coping mechanisms to deal with what you have just faced. In the later seasons, we see Tommy's mental state break down as suicide becomes more and more of an option to him. When you are building towards fearlessness, do not rush into fast, as it can be counterproductive. Outsmarting people requires more than just composure. Tommy often has to persuade people that have every reason to hate him. And he exhibits three powerful tools that help him regularly keep control of a situation. First are his use of state-breaking questions. When under pressure, our natural response is to go with the flow and passively accept the conversational set by someone else who is in a position of power over you. In doing so, we surrender our power, which in different situations can lead to an unfavorable outcome for us. This state-breaking question is seemingly out of place, but breaks the one-sided conversational dynamic and leads the conversation in a much more controllable direction. Tommy uses this to assert his power despite the fact he doesn't have the upper hand. Similarly, when Tommy does have power, he does not allow others to divert him with their own state-breaking questions. He just continues down his original path without answering them. What do you think about our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to my channel before you go.